Blessings and peace to you, everyone at St. Philip's Episcopal Church. This is our weekly video chat together. I'm Father Richard, and I want to build on an email that most of you got, or a letter, I hope, last week, talking about how to make the worship on Sundays more meaningful and maybe more tangible. And one of the things I was suggesting was that we follow the lead of the early church. And even though the Eucharist is being celebrated at the church itself as we are recording it, at home you can prepare a place, like a sacred place, almost like a family altar, and celebrate along with us. It won't be a sacramental meal, technically or theologically speaking, at home, but it'll be a way to sort of carve out some space for God. And in the early church, they celebrated the Eucharist, and then quite often they'd have a fellowship meal or an agape meal. And agape is just a word from Greek language that means love. So they'd have the Eucharist, and then they would have a love feast meal, like a potluck. Everybody would fellowship and gather together and get to know each other and build relationships and deepen those relationships. So as we're celebrating the Eucharist at St. Philip's in the nave, you can have a family altar at home, and maybe have a piece of bread there, or some kind of juice or drink. You could, this is our altar. Actually, I wanted to show you candles, of course. I'm kind of a nut about candles, and we actually have a temple bell here that we ring that gives us, kind of announces a moment of silence. And I like St. Francis of Assisi, so he really has nothing to do with this liturgical season, but I just like St. Francis. So we've got St. Francis up there too. But this is our altar. It's sort of our little spot, our God spot in our house. But I would encourage you to do that and gather around that, and maybe watch the video, prop up your computer to watch the video of worship. So hopefully that can make things more meaningful. We won't be celebrating Eucharist together, technically, that's true. It won't be a sacramental meal with consecrated bread or wine, but still we'll be gathered as the mystical union of the body of Christ. I think that's really important. So God's peace to you. If you have any needs, or if you have somebody that you know who is in need and needs to be contacted, please do not hesitate to call the church and let us know. We want to stay connected during this time. God's peace to all of you.